First day at bike adventuring. We're in Ha Giang, and we got a room in, I don't know, but we have the address.
Yeah.
And Google Maps. And they're singing karaoke across the street at 9 a.m. I love Vietnam.
We were so excited to begin our adventure and start riding on some of the most scenic roads in the world. So I grabbed the bikes from the lockup and loaded them up so we could hit the road. Ha Giang town itself isn't much to see, to be honest. It just feels like any other town. But the real adventure starts just after leaving the town. Once we left the town, the city road opens up into a gem of a country road that twists and turns through the valleys with views that stretch for miles. We had about 100 kilometers to cover on the first day from Ha Giang to Yen Minh, where we'll be staying the night, with a stop for lunch around the 50-kilometer mark in Quan Ba. We were warned that the road conditions could be poor in this region of Vietnam, but the roads are in great condition. They're actually much smoother than most of the roads in Ireland or New York. Yen Minh was the town that we're staying in the night. We're about halfway there. We're at this spot called Heaven's Gate.
And we're about 20 minutes away from lunch.
This was a very nice ride up. It was beautiful through the twisty, turny roads up through the mountains. It's really nice.
It's really nice. It's special.
I'm loving the turns.
I hate the turns.
But there's a spectacular view from the top.
But you know what? There's a bunch of twisty turns on this road behind us, and it's downhill, and I go notoriously slow, like creepy crawly slow.
Downhill.
But the next step is lunch. So your sweetness of a man can go find a place for lunch, because I know you want to like get a little speed, like go down, like do your thing, and I'm not, and I'm hungry.
Sounds good.
As far as Heaven's Gate is, I think it's a tourist trap.
It definitely is. Look around, look at all the bikes.
Like, it's really, really pretty, but like everything's really, really pretty.
There's a group of about 100 people here right now.
This is the tour group spot.
Yeah.
It's cool though. It's pretty. Like, stop, but like, yeah. We're having lunch.
Yeah. So we're in Quan Ba. It's the town halfway between where we're staying tonight and where we started this morning. There has been a lot of tour groups on this road.
Yeah, this is like a
it's
tourist thing to
tourist
do.
Road, a lot of bikes. We picked a restaurant that they didn't bring 50 people into.
Yeah, like there was a bunch
50
of like
tour guide bikes in there.
Yeah, and like they all bring them to a different spot. So we just went down to the end of the road and we saw a spot without 1,000 bikes outside, and we were like, yes, please.
Britt ordered fried noodles with chicken, and I got fried rice with beef and a couple of drinks, all for $5.97.
How's your ride been so far today? Any standout moments?
Coming down those twisties after that, climbing up through the mountains, up before Heaven's Gate. Heaven's Gate was a little bit of a letdown to me. It wasn't like all it was cracked up to be. Everything else was like up there in terms of scenery and everything, and then Heaven's Gate was like, it's not that much better than everything else. You know?
Well, I think that's the thing, that everything's so pretty that...
There was countless other places
stop,
that I could have stopped that would have been better
like
to look at.
The stop, it just has a bunch of people, but it's just as pretty. I'm just putting this in to see how far away we are from...
From where we're staying tonight? An hour and 44. Oh no, we're not taking that road. Wait, where? The booking we had for accommodation said Yen Min, but Yen Min is a town in a much larger region of Yen Min, and where we were booked to stay for the night was about an hour and a half off our route.
Where are we? What's the town again?
Yen Min.
So like that's not right.
There's a lot of places there, like one,
Okay, why
two,
don't you
three,
click on
4,
them and see
5.
if we can book them?
If it would load, I would.
Maybe we just rock up into town and find a place.
Yeah.
How far away are we?
An hour and a half.
Long hair problems.
Yeah, we're about 20 minutes out from our destination for the evening. I just wanted to stop here and admire the view.
I say we take the drone up.
I think we should. It's gonna be fun.
Let's drone. How's your bike holding up? Is it making any funny sounds?
Sometimes when I'm really pushing it up the hills, it makes weird sounds, but...
Take her up, take her up, take her up, take her up.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh.
My neck and my shoulders aren't as bad today.
My shoulders are really sore, like my traps, and I think it's from me holding my helmet on my head. But you wouldn't have that problem because you already have a helmet-sized head.
What?
What?
What are you trying to say?
That you have really strong traps.
From holding up my head. The views as we wound our way through these hills and valleys, overlooking the rice terraces, was amazing. We really couldn't have wished for a better place to go on a motorcycle tour.
I'll see you on the road.
We got to Yenmin and managed to find affordable accommodation in town for the night, just by driving around and asking. Then we grabbed some local food for dinner.
And we just ordered some pig heart pho. And I'm gonna try it. It's a little chewy, but other than that, it's really good. It's really good pho. It's the next morning. We were exhausted after our ride yesterday. It wasn't that it was so far, it was just so much to see. So
and we had a whole ordeal trying to find a place to stay.
Yeah, because we got into the town and the place that I had originally booked was actually like an hour and a half south of us because
Min is a province as well as a town.
Yeah, so I didn't realize that when I was booking. I thought it was just a town. So that was my mistake. So then we had to find a new place to stay last night.
Yeah, last minute.
Yeah, which isn't that big of a deal. You can rock up to a place, like we don't have a place for tonight. We're just gonna rock up and find somewhere. It was just, we didn't expect to do that.
Yeah.
And then we were exhausted once we found the place, ate food, and
went to sleep.
Done.
That was it.
And now it's breakfast time, and it's day 2 on the Ha Giang Loop. It's supposed to be a beautiful drive today. It's going to be super remote, I believe, and we're going to go to the northern
most northern tip of Vietnam, the most northern part. Yeah.
Where it borders with China, so we'll be able to look out
into China.
Into China. The little dirty kitty cat. I just want to kiss her, but she's got fleece.
Getting to the Lung Coo flag tower includes taking a 3-hour detour from the main loop, which meant we had about 85 kilometers to cover today. On the way to Lung Coo, we came across this viewpoint overlooking the Van Chai Rock Book. This region is famous for its dramatic limestone rock formations that look like huge pages of a book rising up from the earth.
I'm looking for goats. It says there should be goats here. Goats! Bah!
We then continued on the loop until we reached the unmarked turn for the Lung Coo flag tower. After about 10 minutes on this road, we started climbing in elevation, riding around the crest of the hills and getting superb views of the surrounding landscape.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, so much.
Why are you smiling like that? What were you doing that you're smiling like that?
That was fun. That's the best road we've been on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it because I left you by yourself?
No, it's
and you could go fast.
Traffic and the curves were so good. The scenery was amazing. There was so little traffic.
Did you notice the tower?
I didn't know.
I'm also starving.
All right, let's go into town and get something to eat.
And then climb up.
And then climb up, take some pictures, look at China, and then head back.
We're getting food. I'm so hungry. When we got food this morning, we ordered pami and we got 2 pieces of bread.
Yeah, so we're surviving on 2 pieces of bread and a bao. Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, bao bun.
We're in the frontier zone.
Yeah, I saw that we're in the frontier
Belt.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Sounds like the Wild West. I think it is the Wild West.
That's what I thought. We're right on the border of China right now.
Right on the
Did you
border.
see like the checkpoints?
Yeah.
We separated a little bit on the trail, or on the road, on the road because I'm a slow biker because it's high and it's windy and it's scary.
Yeah.
And if something were to go awry, there's nowhere to be brought. And a lot of the turns are blind and there's like big trucks coming around it. And I'm not confident enough in my like
split-second evasive maneuvers.
I'm just not to be able to, because like your maneuvers are like into the gutter or off the cliff.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these roads aren't much wider than these giant like buses and trucks that are coming around the corners going very quickly. You on the other hand. So we separated, so I just like went like way ahead and he like took the drone up. That's why he was so giggly when he pulled in.
I had a lot of fun.
This is good. We're gonna be doing the same thing on the way out. Just let you go. There was somewhere you knew you wanted to fly the drone, you could just go out.
Oh yeah.
And then you can like take your drone up and like fly it and like I'll be on my way.
That road is the spot to be flying for this whole,
I would get a little bit further away from the Chinese border though, so that it's not like shot out of the air. Like I wouldn't do it in front of the checkpoint.
No.
The border belt, that's what the signs kept saying, border belt. Are you cold?
Not really.
Freezing.
What was cool was going from one valley into the next. As soon as you go from one valley into the instant temperature change.
Oh yeah, I was like
some of them will be warm, and then the other ones you're like, oh, that's cold. And
I was freezing for like 30 minutes, and all of a sudden we got into the next one. I was like, oh, it's nice and warm. I'm just gonna embrace this feeling. I'm gonna remember this forever. Oh, we're getting real coffee. This is Ryan's first real Vietnamese coffee.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, it smells really good.
Yeah.
I've never seen this setup before.
In these little setups. I brought one of these home last time I was in Vietnam, and I have no idea where it went.
That's cool. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I know you did.
I know I did.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you did too.
I did. Yeah, I'm scared, but that doesn't mean I'm not having fun.
I think this is the only place in town with food that's open.
So.
Everything else seems to be closed.
We stopped at one place like right when we got out of town because it had like colorful signs that's like food, 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 and they're like no food. I thought he was messing with us. I was like, oh, he's just fucking with us. He's not serious. There's signs for food everywhere. No, he was dead serious.
No food.
There's no food.
We must be in the off season. So hungry.
Go for it. Best rice ever.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's really good. This is the first real thing we've eaten all day.
Yeah. That's why we're starving. Chicken, onions, and rice. Perfect.
You know that feeling when you haven't eaten all day and you're not that hungry, and then you get one or two bites and you realize how hungry you were?
That's you right now?
That's me right now.
You're like not even breathing in between.
We had to pay 5,000 dong for parking at the flag tower for each bike, which is about 20 cents a piece.
Thank you. Yep. 40,000 dong per person.
Which is about $1.70.
Hi. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
So basically everything behind that peak there, and that other peak there is all China. So all those mountains in the background is all China. We're looking at China. I never thought I'd be here. I never in my wildest imagination ever imagined I'd be at this point. That's only been like 4 days.
Welcome to hanging out with me. That was the most expensive food we've had, though.
Yeah, by a long shot.
It was 250,000 dong, which is
$10.
yeah, $10.
A little bit more.
Yeah, more.
For both of us.
Yeah, for both of us. We had rice and chicken, 2 coffees, and 1 soda, and it was about double, if not more than double, what we've been paying for food.
I was so hungry I wasn't going to fight it, and there was nowhere else in town with food.
No, there's no one else's food. That's why he can do that. There's a door.
There's a door.
It's open.
And it's open. And there's stairs.
Swirlies.
Let's go.
And then we gotta go because we have so far to go. We're getting there after dark and we don't have a place to stay. You know how to fly the drone. We are the drone.
From the flag tower vantage point, we were able to see that the huge main road leading into Long Khu was only about a mile long and only led to a few houses, which looks to be a strange waste of resources. Every other road within 50 miles of here were single-lane country roads. Having both seen China for the first time and admired the views from the flag tower, we jumped back on the bikes and drove back down that amazing road back to the main part of the loop.
We finally found some place for dinner.
Yeah, we were walking all around town looking for food, and everything was hot pot. Everything was hot pot, and like
We're not open yet.
we're not open yet, and expensive. Like,
Yeah, it's
the
really
hot pot was
expensive
about
here. I mean, comparatively.
yeah, like 250 starting before you add anything in. Anything you add in is at least 100 on top
Which
of that.
means like $4, anything you add in. So you have like a $10, $11 starting, and then like you add stuff in. So you're,
It's like home prices.
it's a big tourist area.
It is a big tourist area though, so.
So that's why things are a little expensive. Plus we rocked up in a room. We found one very quickly. So what I did is if you're ever in that situation, I pull up booking.com because you can book it using the map. So I pulled up booking, pulled up the map, and then did it like pricing so we could find the lowest price to the highest price. So we found the lowest price in town using the map, the equivalent of $11 US a night. And we have a really nice room, I think.
Yeah, it's really, really nice.
Yeah, it's the
Stayed in
nicest room
so
that
far.
we've stayed in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're not mad. And we found food now, so we ain't mad about that either. Mm-hmm. I'm hungry because we had that chicken and rice, a piece of bread, and a bao bun.
Yeah, that was it. This town really feels like a frontier town. I'm almost expecting like people to get thrown out of saloons and stuff on the main street.
You know what else I've seen a lot of, which is the first time I've seen it this trip, is little bars with pool tables.
Yeah,
you like
there's a lot
see
of
them
them.
a lot.
You see them on the side of the road, just a bar and a pool table and a couple seats and that's it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just see like a few dudes in there playing pool.
Yeah.
I'm ready for food. I hope it comes out quick.
Me too.
That is chicken.
That's what I asked for.
Yeah.
Chicken fried rice.
Yeah. Living.
good.
Scooch it over. It looks hot.
Scooch it over, this is mine.
We share things.
The watchtower up at Long Khu, I think it was 100% worth it to go up there. That road was amazing and the views are just to die for. One thing to know about it is there's a fee for entry, it's 40,000 dong per person. Also, you don't have to walk up from the bottom. It's the main thing, you don't have to walk up from the bottom. If you drive past where the stairs are and carry on all the way up, it takes you like 3/4 of the way up the hill. You can park at the top for 5,000 dong. There's a charge for the parking, but 5,000 dong per bike. You can park at the top, and you only have a few steps to walk up, because walking all the way up there would take you like 40 minutes.
Day 3, and we're eating breakfast.
Yep. So good. Pho bo.
It's my favorite. All right, so over breakfast, we're trying to figure out what our plan is, because today is going to be the most, how would you phrase it?
Scenic.
Potentially dangerous.
Dangerous, yeah.
Yeah, and dangerous ride of
The whole trip.
the whole trip. Nah, maybe not the whole trip, but of this area.
Yeah.
So why is it so dangerous?
Because there's this part of the route that is called the Sky Path, which is on the side of a mountain and is about anywhere between 3 feet wide and 4 feet wide.
Yeah.
With no barriers.
Yeah.
And a sheer drop off on the side.
So I'm sure there are lots of stories, I dropped my spoon, of people going off the side.
I haven't heard any stories of people going off the side, but
I'm
I've
sure
heard
there
that
are.
it's the most dangerous road in the region. So, yeah.
So I feel a little nervous about it, and I'm scared. But I want to woman up, because just because I'm scared of something doesn't mean I shouldn't do it. And he showed me the picture, and I was literally picturing like a balance beam of which was unpaved, and if I took my foot off of my bike, I wouldn't be able to like put it on the ground.
No.
But that's not the case at all.
If it was a balance beam, like if it was like 6 inches wide, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I thought. Oh, balance beam's 4 inches wide, by the way.
4 inches wide, even worse. These are skinny tires on these bikes, but still, no.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't trust myself that much.
Yeah, so I was nervous. I'm still a little nervous, but I say I want to do it.
It's an
Okay,
option.
but I can also just go slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if someone
Oh,
gets...
I'm not going to be going fast there.
Okay, and if someone wants to go faster than me, they're just out of luck, because I'm
Just
going the
stay in
speed
tight
I'm
to the
going.
side and let them, if they want to pass you, they can pass on the drop side.
Yeah, they can pass if they want. I'm not gonna. Oh, this is really nice. This is what I wanted. Yeah, he was doing this like on the side when we were like hooking our bikes up to everything. And I was like, can we do this over breakfast, please? I'm so hungry. Are you reading about it?
Yeah.
What does it say? Anything?
Ma Pi Leng Pass,
Okay.
which is called the Ha Giang Skywalk.
Okay.
And you'll see the signs for Skywalk, and follow a real road until you get to a narrow dirt road that looks impossible to drive on. This is Skywalk.
Oh, that sounds good. And it's only 2 feet apart at points.
Yeah.
Yay. I'm gonna need Red Bull because it gives you wings. Now I'm nervous again for it.
This was the most incredible part of the loop. The Ma Pi Leng Mountain Pass was astounding. At an elevation of 1,500 meters, we were looking out over cavernous gorges on our left, with no crash barriers in places to prevent us from hurtling off the side of the mountain. The people who live in this area are from some of the 17 different ethnic groups in this remote part of Vietnam. Nearly everyone here makes their living from farming, and we passed multiple farms that were almost vertical, built into the side of the mountain. It felt like we were passing through another world, completely removed from everywhere else. This was one of my favorite places I've ever been. Leaving Don Van, we had 97 kilometers to cover to get to our hotel that evening in Bao Lac. But this part of the loop was the most remote, and if anything went wrong, we'd be very, very far from civilization.
We've arrived.
At the sky zone.
Sky Path. at the sky path. We're at the bottom of the sky path right now.
Yay.
That road we just took to come down here was amazing. I think it was the best road I've ever been on in my whole life. What do you think?
I'm just worried
Okay.
about the sky zone. I'm freaking out.
I don't think you need to freak out. I think we'll be fine. Take it nice and easy.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm brave, so.
The sky path to happiness. I don't think this is it. Stop, don't come down.
What?
Don't come down.
Don't come down.
No,
Why?
because I don't think this is it.
But I can't get back up.
Hold it where you are right now. I'll come and get you. Better write it down here. Fuck. It fell over. I'm gonna push you back. Okay. Straighten the wheel.
I thought you were turning it.
No. Go back.
I can't.
What? Put it in neutral. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, stop. Get off the bike. Okay. Alright. This is definitely not it. Sign pointed right at it. My bike's falling over.
This is somebody's house.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe that's a sign.
Alright. Let me go get my bike. Hope she'll go back up there. Fuck. That's fantastic. Push it up here. Working out. It won't start.
Did you try kick-starting it?
I need help.
Coming. I think I found the path.
We did? It's on. We're on the right one.
No, this isn't it, but there's red arrows the other way. I don't want to do it.
Okay. I don't think we can. I don't think my bike's gonna work.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need your help to push it up. Get on that side.
You didn't try kick-starting it?
The kickstart don't work, remember?
What?
The kickstart don't work. I told you that yesterday.
Oh, I don't remember.
All right. It's up. We got a little damage.
Oh.
You see?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
That's more than a little. It will start.
No. Nope. I left it down and it fell over. Nope. This wasn't working before.
So what do we do?
You gotta get help. You gotta go take it to another mechanic.
How do we get there?
I don't know.
I stay with the bikes you ride. We're gonna still have to get the bike there.
Yeah.
Do you want to get on my bike, ride my bike to find a mechanic, and then I'll just start pushing this?
No. Engine's probably flooded.
Is this my fault?
Why is it your fault?
Because you had to help me push my bike back up.
It's not your fault. I should have made sure it was sitting right. It fell over. That's what it is. It was on the stand and it fell over. And
Subscribe now to see if next week we are able to get out of this disaster or if we'll be stranded in northern Vietnam.